Oh, so what I didn't tell you is I am putting your love's energy at the bottom, both your energies in the middle, and your energies on top. So I'm reading this middle line according to your energies, and this middle line according to their energies. So we can take a look at what's going on in their heads. So, Temperance surrounds the entire reading. This is a card for Sagittarius. The card for Sagittarius, I should say. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But Aquarius, this is your guardian angels and spirit guides. And they're mixing this potion back and forth. They're trying to get you tempered. That's their job. That's why it's called temperance. They're supposed to bring you balance. They're supposed to make you more patient. They're supposed to, you have 1 foot in the waters of emotion, 1 foot on the ground. They want both those feet on the ground to make informed and enlightened decisions and moving forward. This is needed for whatever's going to be coming up in your life and theirs, because this card is in both your energies. It actually surrounds the whole reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Six of Wands. Now, this is a card for success in love. If you want success in love, you're going to have to temper yourself a little bit here. You need to be grounded. You need to be thoughtful in moving forward. You need to be patient. So, all these wands coming up in the background, these are people who celebrate your success in love. People see you as a couple. Let's read on, because right next to that Six of Wands is the Devil card. This is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns. But the energy is toxic. This is right above Temperance. There was something toxic attached to either you or them, because this is in your highest energy, so it can be you, that was toxic to the relationship. So, but I do see the Devil waving goodbye, and it's right next to the Six of Wands. It's right under Temperance. So it's like Temperance is saying, there could have been a toxic energy here, but I think they're trying to make you patient enough to be able to deal with this energy. And I want to read on. I need to find out why. So next to the Devil is the Three of Wands. This is your energy holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And you're looking out over the world, and there's 3 ships out there, and you're waiting for one of them to come in. I think you're waiting for someone to return into your life. I think you're waiting for your love to return. And you're wondering if they are, or if they're just going to stay out there on a ship someplace, or if they're going to come back and dock and come and see you and start a fresh new beginning. So this is where we are so far in your energy. Now I do have the Knight of Swords, reading the Knight of Swords in your energy. This is taking action. This is right next to Temperance. I think Temperance is saying, whoa, Nellie. They're saying, slow down there a little bit. Don't get overly excited. Don't do anything that you're going to regret, okay? You are holding a sword of truth and clarity, but it's very actionable, and it's right under the Six of Wands. I think this is what you expected from the relationship, and I think Temperance is saying just be a little patient here, because it's needed at this point. We have the Ace of Cups on the other side of Temperance, also under the Three of Wands. So the Ace of Cups, you have lots of love that you could hand out to them, that you probably already have handed out, but this toxic energy got involved. So it's under the Three of Wands. Are they going to return to you and offer you a cup of love? A giant cup of love? Well, they just might, being where these cards are placed. And Temperance is saying, be patient, be patient. Don't push them. If you push them, they may run the other way. They may not come back. They may not dock, okay? They may stay out there. So Just don't push them. Be grounded. Try to be calm through this whole thing. So under the Knight of Swords, now reading in their energy, their highest energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I think this is why Temperance is saying just be patient. Give them a little bit of time to think. All cards are male or female. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That gives us 2 for Capricorn if we're counting. But they're looking at this pentacle. That's the biggest, second largest pentacle in the whole deck, besides the Ace of Pentacles. They're really contemplating coming back and offering some sort of commitment here. And they are really thinking about taking action on that. Okay? So what Temperance is saying here is, let them come to you. I have the 8 of Swords next to the Queen of Pentacles in their highest energy, and this is under Temperance. They need to be balanced. Temperance is trying to get them grounded and patient and get them, because they need to make the right decisions too in moving forward. And when emotions get in the way, sometimes you don't make the right decisions. So they're really trying to balance this relationship. The 8 of Swords is about not seeing all the truth and all the clarity. Feeling stuck, not being able to see everything, not knowing everything. The feet aren't bound, the mouth isn't bound. They can walk out, they can turn around, they can ask for help. So right now they're just kind of like trying to get their truth and clarity about this situation. They're trying to figure it all out because they're thinking about making that offer of commitment here. And they're not doing it as of yet because they do need more truth, more clarity about everything. I have the Knight of Cups next to the 8 of Swords and under the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Reading the Ace of Cups in their energy, and they're coming forth, they're coming back. Okay? They want to make an offer. They do have feelings for you. They do love you, and they want to offer you love. Well, they're coming back in. If you could be patient, just be patient. Let them deal with this. Let them, think about if this is what they really want, because it looks like this is what they're going to figure out. Let me take out the second part of this reading. That Knight of Cups is a sincere cup of love. So far, it looks like they're coming in. But Temperance, your guardian angels, both your guardian angels and spirit guides are working very hard to get you back together. You're probably soulmates of some sort here. We'll see if that card comes up. If it doesn't mean that you're not soulmates. It just doesn't come up. There is a reason, a spiritual reason you need to be spiritual. As soon as I say spiritual, I'll have Judgment card come out. Okay. There is an apology. They're going to apologize too. I have the 9 of Pentacles in your highest energy. So you are self-confident. You are secure and stable in just being you. It's not like you have to have somebody in your life. You want this person in your life. And you want them to return. So you're grounded just the way you are and pretty stable and secure. 9 of Pentacles is beautiful. Can be Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Capricorn just feels pretty strong in this reading for some reason. But this is you waiting. You're waiting for them to return. You're waiting to see if they will return. I have the 9 of Wands next to the 9 of Pentacles. This is all about feeling worn out. You're coming to your wit's end on this whole thing. I think this is what happened because this 9 of Wands is right next to the 7 of Swords. They were hiding something from you. There's that toxic energy. They were lying, cheating, stealing. They could have just been taking love and running off with it. They weren't telling you everything. They weren't being totally honest, I don't think, about something. And it feels like, you have tried a few times. I don't think this is the first time that you've broken up, but you're really reaching your wit's end, and perhaps you did reach your wit's end, and that's why you're apart. And it could be whatever this toxic energy is. So, under the Nine of Pentacles, I have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, right next to the Ace of Cups, you're more than willing to put the work in to this relationship because you love them. You still love them. If they were to come back, you would, you love them. You really want them to come back. You are so willing to work on this relationship and share your pentacles with them if they are. Okay? I have the Seven of Wands next to the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands is right under the Nine of Wands. So, you're getting into this blocking mode. Everybody's got an opinion. Look at all these wands coming up. And you're both kind of facing, you might be blocking each other, not dealing with each other. And this is part of why I think Temperance is here, and they're saying just be patient, leave them alone for a bit, let them decide if they want to come forward. So, stop yourself from communicating. Stop yourself from, confronting is the word I'm trying to use. So, in order to protect yourself, don't let your thoughts get in the way, okay? If you want them to come back, which that's what the reading's about. So, you are at your wit's end. You're like, you're kind of feeling like you would, if they were to come forth the right way, and that's what they're thinking about, then you can put these wands down. But if they don't come forth the right way, you will block them. If nothing's going to change, you will block them. Right next to the Seven of Wands is the Six of Cups. Soulmate. Yeah, they are a soulmate, just like I thought. And this is under that Seven of Swords. So the blocking the energy here of that Seven of Swords, of nothing changing, But the thing is, you might have known them since college years or before, childhood sometime. You've known them before, in younger years, maybe. But you definitely have known each other from other lifetimes. You might have even been brother and sister in another life. Who knows? But that is the connection that the two of you have. It's very sweet. There is a couple of, the only cup that's allowed to have anything in it. It's a flower. So when they come back, they're going to present you with this flower. And it's going to be like a peacekeeping mission for them because they want you back. They're coming back. Through all this for them, and I'm reading in their energy, that you've actually been part of their spiritual lesson. They've been going through, and there's their guardian angels and their spirit guides blowing the horn down on them, and they get it. They're awakening to a spiritual lesson here. So this is awesome. This is probably why, and it's right under the Eight of Pentacles. So the spiritual lesson is, hey, if you love someone, you better work on it, to keep them. Because if you don't, you will lose them. They learned that lesson all right, and they do love you. And so they're learning their lesson. They're thinking about how they can make this right. They're thinking about a fresh start, a new beginning with lots of love and lots of joy here with the Sun. And I know they're coming back. I mean, if this is your reading, they're coming back. This is fresh starts, new beginnings. So much love, so much joy associated with this card. So yeah, if they don't come back offering what you need in your life, you will block it. But you're not going to have to block this. You're not going to block this because they learn their spiritual lesson. They know that you make them happy, and they're happiest when they're around you, when they're with you. So they want you back. There's going to be an apology coming in with this love offer, and it's a real apology. A lot of times this is not a real apology. A lot of times this is just like there's a fish in the cup, it's kind of like tainted. But in this case, that fish is a flower, Okay? And that's what they're trying to say here, because there's only so many cards that have this presentation here of this cup like this. But this is an apology. So there's something they need to apologize about. They want to make things right, and they want to resume their soulmate relationship with you. Yes, they're coming back. Okay, so I have the Arcanum deck. Let's see what the clarifying card's going to be. I'm going to pull one card from this Arcanum deck. If it pops out, that's the card for clarification. It goes on the Three of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. If it doesn't pop out, I will pull one. Almost had one. Almost had one, but didn't. So this is the card right here. The Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling left out in the cold. Yeah, they might have taken off. I have the Seven of Swords up here in your energy. They may have just ran off or disappeared. Like, look at that Five of Pentacles. It's very spiritual. It's feeling alone. You do want them back. You definitely want them back. You are alone. It lands right on the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you're good, but you're lonely, and you want them back. And you're hoping that they return.